Namaste students, welcome to Win Maths. Today in this video we are going to learn the divisibility tests. Let's begin with first divisibility test, that is a divisibility test of a 2. Okay, divisibility test of a 2 states that if a number has even numbers in ones place. Even digits we know that those are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Out of this 5 digits, any one digit if it is comes in ones place, then those all the numbers are divisible by 2. Let's look at the examples. Here we took the example of 1246. In ones place we have a 6. 6 is a even number. Again this full number is divisible by 2. Next number we have 7894. Again in ones place we have a 4. This 4 is again a even number. Therefore this full number 7894 is divisible by 2. Same way, if you look at this number 9,75,318, 8 is in ones place. Because of that, again it is divisible by 2 because it is a even number. This is the divisibility test of a 2. Next, we have divisibility test of a 3. It states that if the sum of digits of given numbers is divisible by 3. What it means first we need to add all the given digits. If that sum is divisible by 3 exactly, then that full number is divisible by 3. Let's take an example. If you take an example of 51,111, first we'll find the sum of all the digits. We have a 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. We got sum as 9. This 9 is exactly divisible by 3, or we will say that 9 is a multiple of 3. Hence this full number is divisible by 3. 51,111 is divisible by 3. We have next divisibility test, that is a divisibility test of a 4. It states that if the number formed by tens and ones place digits divisible by 4, then that full number is divisible by 4. Let's look at the example. If you take the example of 4,86,428, in tens place we have 2. I took that 2 and I wrote a 2 at an here. We have 8 in ones place. I took 8 and we wrote at an here. These two ones and tens place form the number 28. This 28 is divisible by 4. Therefore we will say that this full number is divisible by 4. Means 4,86,428 is divisible by 4. One more divisibility test we are having, that is a divisibility test of a 5. It is very easy. If it has 0 or 5 in ones place. In ones place we need to get either 0 or 5, then only it is divisible by 5. Let's look at the examples. If you take this example 20,025, we have a 5 in ones place. Because of that this full number is divisible by 5. And one more example, 98,760, we have a 0 in ones place. Because of this 0 it is divisible by 5. Now next divisibility test is 6. It states that if the number is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3, which means we need to apply the divisibility test of a 2, we need to apply the divisibility test of a 3. If that number is divisible by both the divisibility tests, that is divisibility test of a 2 and divisibility test of a 3, then only it is divisible by 6. Let's take an example. We took an example as 1,28,880. So first we will apply the divisibility test of a 2. 0 is in ones place. If you look at the ones place, 0 is there. Because of this 0, 0 is the even digit. Hence this number is divisible by 2. Next we have a divisibility test of a 3. We need to add the digits. If we add all the digits, we got the sum as 27. 27, we know that it is divisible by 3 exactly, or 27 is a multiple of 3. Hence we will say that this 1,28,880 is divisible by 3. This number 1,28,880 is divisible by 2 also. It is divisible by 3 also. Hence it is full number is divisible by 6. Next we have a divisibility test of a 9. It is similar to the divisibility test of a 3. Here also, if the sum of digits of a given number is divisible by 9, add all the digits. If all the digits sum is divisible by 9 or multiple of a 9, then it is divisible by 9. Let's take an example. Here we have an example of 53,334. We will take the sum of digits. Sum of digits we got 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 equals to, we got it as 18. We know that this 18 is exactly divisible by 9. That only I wrote it in here. 18 is divisible by 9, or 18 is a multiple of 9. Hence, this full number is, that is 53,334 is divisible by 9. Next we have a divisibility test of a 10. It is similar to the divisibility test of a 5. Here also we will look at the ones digit. If ones place comes with this 0, then that all the numbers is divisible by 10. Take an example as certain here. First example, 57,890. 0 is in ones place, therefore this 57,890 is divisible by 10. One more example, 56,89,780. Again we have a 0 in the ones place. Because of that it is divisible by 10. So next we have a divisibility test of a 12. If the number is divisible by 3 as well as 4, then it is divisible by 12. Look at the example. If you see the example at hand here, 12,880. First we will apply the divisibility test of a 3. Sum we will find. Sum of our digits we got it as 27. This 27 is divisible by 3. Hence this 12,888 is divisible by 3. Next we will apply the divisibility test of a 4. It states that tens and ones place. In tens we have 8. This 8 we took and we wrote 8 at an here. We have one more 8 in the ones place. That one 8 we wrote. It forms the number 88. This 88 is exactly divisible by 4. Hence we will say that this full number 12,888 is divisible by 4. So we came to know that the number is divisible by 3, number is divisible by 4. Hence the full number 12,888 is divisible by 12. Same way we have one more divisibility test, that is the 15. If it is divisible by 3 and 5, then only that number is divisible by 15. So we'll take an example, 1,28,880. This number sums we will find. Again we got the sum of our digits as 27. We know that 27 is divisible by 3. I wrote 27 divisible by 3. Hence this number 1,28,880 is divisible by 3. Okay. Then next we have divisibility test of a 5. We know that we should have 0 or 5 in ones place, but here we have a 0 is in ones place. Therefore this number is divisible. 1,28,880 is divisible by 5. Therefore 1,28,880 is divisible by 15. These are all the divisibility tests we learned.